All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this section, which is slope. So the first page of my my slope questions here just tells you like rise over run, how to calculate the slope given a graph. And so essentially what we do is we count, so I typically will always do going up or going down first and then going to the right or the left afterwards. So here, let's take a look at finding the slope of your lines here. So I'm going down 1, and I'm going over 2, 4, 2. Ooh, it doesn't count very well. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a negative 1/4 slope because I go down. Okay. All the lines are really dark, so it's kind of hard to see. Okay, so I'm going up 1, 2, 3, and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that slope is 3/5. Anything that's a horizontal line has a slope of 0. Anything that has a vertical line has a slope of undefined. Okay, so now, like if we took a look at this one, we're looking at 8 minus 4 over 7 minus 2, so I get 4/5. Here, 2 minus 0 over negative 3 minus a negative 2, so then those turn into a positive, so that's 2 over negative 1, which is negative 2. And then I have 3 minus 2, negative 5 minus 3, so I get 1 over a negative 8, so this is negative 1/8. Okay, so that's just finding slope. Okay, so now what I want you to do is we're going to do a couple of these. It's time for you to pause that video. So let's go ahead and let's look at, let's see, which ones do we want to do? I want to look at table 1, so we can look at like number 1. Let's see, we can look at a couple of these like here and here. Let's see, so 1, 5, 6, let's say 7, 11, 12, and let's look at 13, and let's look at 15, and let's look at 19. Okay, so go ahead, pause that video, and then we will come back and look at those questions. All right, so we're back. Let's take a look at these questions. So in order for me to figure out what the slope is, I would have just calculated the slope. So I would have gone like 2 minus 1 over 6 minus 3, and I would have gotten 1/3. And I would have done the same thing here, 3 minus 2 over 9 minus 6, which is 1/3. Okay, so now here I'm going to go down 1, and I'm going to go over 3. So I'm going to go, that's a negative 1/3. Here I'm going to go down, looks like 1, 2, and I'm going to go over 3, so that's negative 2/3. Okay, so I'm going to find the slope now between the 2 points, and so I'm taking my y values and I'm subtracting them from my x values. So 1 minus 5, 1 minus a negative 4, so negative 4 over those two negatives become a positive, which is 5, so that's negative 4/5. Let's look at, this is an undefined slope because it is a vertical line, and then this is a 0 slope. Okay, and then what kind of slope does this have? This has a positive slope, and so I have 67.5 minus 22.5 over 3 minus 1. So I get $22.50 per pair. Okay, and then we're going to find the slope again. So I do the subtraction. So I have 1 minus a negative 1 here, and then my x values. So I have a 2 over 0. So this is an undefined slope. And then the cost of, okay, so state independent variable. Independent variable is like the X value. Oops, shouldn't be value, it should be variable. So independent variable is the number of gallons, and the dependent variable, so what we would plot on the y-axis is the cost. So then I have 14.75 minus 8.85 over 5 minus 3, so I get 5.9 over 2, so that is 2.95 per gallon. Okay? Alright, so that is it for this section.